What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Horror, this is Ethan Horror, and today we are back with a brand new video. Today we are going to be ranking the Universal Monster movies. No, not all 30 yet. I might do all 30 eventually, but for now, we're just doing, because like this is a whole box set. I got all 30 of them. Just gonna be ranking the original films today. None of the sequels, so we're ranking Dracula, Frankenstein, Invisible Man, Wolfman, Mummy, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and Phantom of the Opera. We got 7 movies to rank, ranging from 1931 to 1954. So we got some older movies to talk about today, but we wouldn't have horror without these guys, so let's get into it.
I want to play a game.
Here's Johnny.
This is God. It's showtime.
But it brings us to our current suspects. Ethan.
Coming in at number 7, we have Dracula. Yeah, this is an absolute snooze fest. I'm sorry. Like, some of these movies, I was like, you know what? I can see why they're classics. Dracula, no clue. There's no music in this movie. There's barely any story. Dracula is killed the second he is proved to be a threat. So, like, you know, you get the whole movie, we're like, oh, crap, Dracula's running around. Then he kills a couple people, and then just he's dead. Movie's over. Bye-bye. That's the whole thing. Because, so you're introduced to Dracula and Renfield. You got that little scene, which I think is fine until, you know, you get that, like, 12-minute shot of just him doing this. It's just Dracula staring into the camera, not saying anything, while no music plays. Oh, it's so scary, oh no! Coming in at number 6, another absolute snooze fest that I honestly don't even remember most of. I've watched all of these movies in the last month, and I can't tell you a single thing that happens in The Mummy. It's, yeah, it's boring. It's another, it basically follows the exact same formula as Dracula and as all the other Universal Monster movies, where Mummy shows up, no one suspects the Mummy, and then all of a sudden, oh, Mummy's revealed, Mummy dies. Coming in at number 5, we have The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Some actually decent movies now. This one's fine. I like the kind of story with the creature falling in love with the girl, but you know, obviously the girl doesn't love the freaking creature. But yeah, so you get that, and you also get some beautiful shots from underwater, and what was I going to say? You get some beautiful, like, nature shots, which I think is really great. But otherwise, again, it follows that formula. But I think this one does it a little bit better because, you know, they at least they try a couple things. It doesn't work on the creature. And then eventually they take him down in the end. But I think this is actually a pretty decent movie. Just a little bit boring. And I think that the creature's, design, the design is great. But when he's above water, the face looks god-awful, so yeah. Knocked that down a little bit, otherwise, just alright. Coming in at number 4, I have The Wolfman. No, it's my second favorite monster, which actually I'm going to be doing a ranking of all the monsters, probably right after this, actually. That would be a good, like, 2 video thing. So I'll rank all the movies today, and then, you know, next time we'll rank the monsters. Sound good? The Wolfman, though, this one has a little bit more to it because the Wolfman, he's a sympathetic character. I mean, he's kind of a jerk because he's kind of a, like, rich person stereotype. But, like, he turns into a monster, and, like, he doesn't want to be the monster, and, yeah, we don't get enough time with the Wolfman in this movie, honestly. You get hit, like, 3 scenes with him on display. There's also some plot holes, like why did the other guy turn into a wolf and the main character turns into the wolf man? And why does the lady in the woods not help her son, but helps this random man who's experiencing the same things? So you get some of those plot holes where it's just kind of like, wait, what? But you have some iconic shots, some iconic lines, and obviously an iconic character. And I love werewolf movies, so I gotta give it to the first one ever. It's pretty good. Well, pretty decent. Coming in at number 3, I'm going with The Invisible Man, simply because I love The Invisible Man. That's about it with this movie. The Invisible Man's great when he's running around, causing chaos. He messes. A lot of times it's like Gremlins kind of thing where they're just messing with people. But then he does kill a few people. I think he kills some of the search party people, and then he derails a train. So that's awesome. But we have a universal monster that sends a train off a cliff. Like, that's insane. But otherwise, the rest of the movie's fine. I really didn't care for any of the performances apart from The Invisible Man. The one lady at the bar, when she screams so much in this movie, and she's so annoying. Like, after like the first scream, you're like, oh god, that's an annoying scream. And then she just keeps screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming for like 30 minutes, and it just, god, that it wears on you so fast, and I hate that part of this movie. But otherwise, when you just see the Invisible Man running around doing his thing, being insane, it's pretty fun. Coming in at number 2, we have The Phantom of the Opera, one of 2 Universal Monster movies that I would say I actually like. I do like this movie. Is there flaws? Yes. Is it a little bit boring at parts? Yes. Is it, a bit dated? Sure. But I enjoyed it a significant amount more than a lot of the other ones because I felt like there was a genuine story here with actual characters who you could tell were distinguishing. Like, they had distinguishing traits about them. You could distinguish them from other characters in the movie. Some of the girls do look like exactly like each other, so you get kind of confused there. But usually, you can pretty much tell who everybody is in the movie, which I didn't think would be like a thing that was like would make a movie great. But when it comes to Universal Monster movies, yeah, a lot of characters don't have any distinguishing traits, but they do. And so, yeah. I mean, it's good. I like some of the opera scenes, but there is a lot of them, and sometimes they go on for a little bit too long. The Phantom of the Opera is great. I like the scene where he tries to drop the chandelier on their heads. Otherwise, yeah, it's just, I enjoyed it a significant amount more than the rest of the Universal Monster movies, and that's enough to get it this high on the list. So, it's not amazing, but I enjoyed it. Coming in at number 1, my favorite Universal Monster movie, my favorite Universal Monster, and the only one I had seen before this month. Frankenstein. No question was going to be my favorite. I love Frankenstein's monster, and I love that classic scene where it comes to life. If you did not see my last video, my top 15 horror movie moments, that one was on the list, so you can go back and check that out if you want to see where it landed. But otherwise, yeah, Frankenstein, it's iconic. There's so many great lines in this. There's so many great scenes in this, such as the scene where he throws a little girl in the lake. Heartbreaking scene. Otherwise, yeah, I think that this has the best characters in any Universal Monster movie. You got Dr. Frankenstein, you got his fiance, you got freaking Van Helsing, you got Frankenstein's monster, obviously. And then I really like this, again, I really like the scene with the little girl by the lake. I don't think it's the best movie ever. I think I'd probably give it like 4 stars. Like, I think it's the best of the Universal Monster movies by a landslide, but it's not the best movie. And, oh, by the way, can we talk about Bride of Frankenstein for a second? Because I know a lot of people love that movie too. Why is that whole movie about them building the Bride of Frankenstein, and then the second she appears, they're like, all right, kill her. So she's in it for like 10 seconds. That is, I did not expect that, but yeah, that's what you got. But yeah, back to this one. It's great. That's really all I got to say about it. It's the best Universal Monster movies easily. It's iconic. And that is going to be it for today's video. Remember, if you did enjoy, make sure to hit like and subscribe so I know you want to see more videos like it. Otherwise, until next time, you can comment down below some more video ideas for me, or go down below and hit the bell to be notified when I post any brand new videos. Until next time, you can wait for my next video, which is going to be my Universal Monsters ranked. You can comment down below your own ranking of these movies, and see you guys next time.